Hello, my name's Eamon McCrory. I'm a printmaker, an artist printmaker from Belfast, and I sell my work down at St George's Market. I've been trading in St George's for about the last 5 years. We're looking forward to the tourist season starts this year. I think there's probably about 170 cruise ships expected. And we would get people from England, Scotland, Wales that would come across. We get a lot of tourists that come up from the south, from Dublin and other parts, and they come up to Belfast or to the north of Ireland for a few days. So we get quite a mix here. I was in Belfast. Everyone, as I say, the troubles were at their height. It was a very frightening time. It was also a normalised time. People of my generation knew nothing but the troubles, so we didn't know a time before that. There would have been low-level anxiety. Everybody would have been listening to the news and be mindful of events, be mindful of where they went and what they would say, things like that. Even your name, your school could have marked you out, as being from a certain background in that. Luckily, since the Good Friday Agreement, my children have grown up in a very, very different environment. It's a very, very different city from when it was there. It's buzzing with tourists, it's buzzing with nightlives. There's an awful lot to do, a lot of regeneration. It's just a very, very different place, and it's very welcome. It was normal for us. The troubles were growing up were just what we were used to. But as I say, no one wants to go back then. The whole island of Ireland, you'd have seen impact from the EU. You go down the west of Ireland, you see the big road schemes there would be very obvious. This market, would have had funding, from the EU, and the fact that tourists, from the EU can come here so easily, is such a big benefit to us. One of the things as a trader that we would be worried about would be the suggestion from Westminster that tourists travelling up from the south would need a permit to visit the north and perhaps would have to pay for that. It's a bit of a nonsense, and I do think it'll severely impact trade here.
And lastly, what are your hopes for the next 25 years in Northern Ireland?
Well, for the next 25 years, I have grandchildren, and I hope that they see in Northern Ireland that they will want to stay in. If we can build on what we have here, Northern Ireland could be a very lively, very exciting place. Potentially we could be one of the only place with access to the GB and the EU markets, and that'll attract trade and commerce here. So it could be a very exciting place to live, and I hope that comes to fruition.